A group of 7 countries, you can call them the G7, you can call them the Big 7 or the Grand 7, have formally launched a campaign, an infrastructural development or investment campaign in developing countries, with the sole aim of countering China's Belt and Road Initiative that has been in existence for several years and has been embraced by several countries. First of all, what is G7? Which countries are involved in this G7 project? What are the objectives? What is the Belt and Road Initiative of China? And what has this initiative been doing so far? Why is this G7 initiative coming in now? These are some of the questions I will be attempting answers to in the course of this video. Hey guys, welcome to the channel. My name is Roy. I'm an entrepreneur. I live here in Shanghai, China. I do videos about my experience in China as a foreigner, and I also share my experience, I also share my thoughts about some global issues like this one. So if you're new to the channel, please consider to hit that subscription button, join us on the channel, so that when I do videos like this, you will be notified and you will be the first to watch my videos. Without much ado, let's dive straight into the video. The G7 is made up of 7 countries: the United States, Japan, Italy, Germany, France, Canada, and the UK. These are the countries that make up the G7. But the Belt and Road Initiative of China is made up of China alone. And just to add this, the European Union is usually an active force in most G7 summits. So you can see that this fight is against, it's like the United States, UK, Canada. In fact, it's like Europe, the United States, and Canada all again, and including Japan. Japan is part of the G7, all against China. Now, their objective is to raise $600 billion of infrastructural fund to partner with developing countries for infrastructural development. That is what this new initiative of the G7 is planning to do. They're planning to raise funds from private organizations to use this fund, $600 billion, to develop poor countries. This is exactly what China has been doing for several years through the Belt and Road Initiative. Now, if you didn't know about the Belt and Road Initiative, let me give you a brief introduction of what the Belt and Road Initiative of China is all about. The Belt and Road Initiative, which was formerly called One Belt, One Road, is a global infrastructural development strategy adopted by the Chinese government in 2013 to invest in nearly 70 countries and international organizations. It is considered a centerpiece of the Chinese leader Xi Jinping. So since 2013, the Belt and Road Initiative of China has successfully completed several developmental and infrastructural projects in countries in Africa and so many other third world countries. The projects, if I have to start naming some of the projects that the Belt and Road Initiative have completed, then we can keep that for another video because the projects are so many. Now, why is the G7 trying to counteract China's Belt and Road Initiative that has been so successful in close to 10 years now? Western officials have argued that China's Belt and Road Initiative uses strong-arm tactics that trap countries in debt and employs investments that benefits China more than the countries that are participating in this program. Now, after almost 10 years of existence of the Belt and Road Initiative, the G7 is claiming that they're coming up with a program that will promote responsible investment that will aim at benefiting the communities or the countries that will benefit from such investments. So you can see the plan of this G7 initiative is to target countries that are desperately needing everything from road infrastructure, harbors, railways, and so on, that these countries until now only relied on China's Belt and Road Initiative. So far, the G7 has already earmarked some projects, amongst which we have a 2 billion solar farm investment in Angola, a 320 billion investment for hospital construction in Ivory Coast, a 40 billion investment to promote regional energy trade in Southeast Asia. This is what one official said in comparing these two initiatives, the one from the G7 and the one from China. He said, "There is no doubt that the Belt and Road Initiative has been around for several years and it has made a lot of cash disbursement and investment. And that we are coming in at this time after years of their investment," the official said. "But I will argue that it is definitely not too late. And I'm sure that it's not even late." The official also said that many countries that have partnered with China came to regret and concluded that Beijing is more interested in establishing economic and geographic footholds than helping them to develop. What do you think about this G7 initiative? Do they also have hidden agendas, or they're actually out to help these developing countries? Let me know what you think in the comment section below. Okay, now let me tell you my own point of view. China's Belt and Road Initiative started in 2013, which means that it has been in existence now for 9 to 10 years. So when we look at what China has been able to do for let me say 10 years now, for countries that are part of this Belt and Road Initiative, we're going to see that actually China has done a lot. We know so well that there is nothing in economics like a free lunch, which means that China will never do it for nothing, for free, but it is a give and take initiative. I support you with this in exchange for this. Yeah, I know a lot of critics will say China has put most countries in debt and so on, but we can see the results of most of the investments, and these are things that are going to stay with these countries for years to come. And on the side of the G7, remember, most of this G7, if not all of these G7 countries, have once been colonial masters to most of these countries that they are claiming to help now. France, Britain, the United States, Germany. What did they do during their colonial reign in Africa? That's now that they're going to do something different. So I think if countries are ready to support each other, they should create responsible initiatives and not try to counteract others. There is a lot in Africa to explore, I know, but it doesn't call for trying to counteract one country's initiative in order to prove yours. And also a message to Africa, especially to our African leaders. I think that gone are those days where Africa didn't have intellectuals, economic analysts, and a lot of people who could look at a loan or who could evaluate a situation and see the traps. We don't just need to accept loans because we need the money, but we need to be able to look at what these loans will benefit us. Now they're claiming that China have placed several countries into debt, but how did they incur this debt? Were there no analysts, were there no intellectuals to look at these loans and see the traps and say, okay, if we're accepting this loan or if we're accepting this investment, this is what the country stands to gain, and stay on it. But since most of these loans and investment proposals were just accepted blindly without actually looking at the exact benefit of the people, the exact benefit of Africa, that's what it is claiming now, that China has placed many countries in debt traps. But how sure are we that the G7 is coming with something better? Because I'm very sure that they also have what they're eyeing. They also have what they're trying to gain from Africa. So this is the time now for Africa. Since all the eyes are on Africa and on other developing countries, this is the time now for us to open our eyes so wide. Before we accept any help, before we accept any support, any project, we need to know exactly what we stand to benefit and stand by it. Let me know what you think about this topic in the comment section below. If you like the video, don't leave without smashing that like button, and let's interact. Let's really look at this thing in the comment section below. Let me hear your own point of view, and let's try to analyze it in the comment section below. And if you're not yet my subscriber, please hit that subscription button and join me, so that when I bring videos like this, you will be notified and you'll be the first to watch my videos. It's peace out. I'll see you in my next episode. Bye bye.